Multi-level cleaning hiccup. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is possible by House Call Pro. They have provided us this opportunity to share this information. They are a software that runs on your phone and your computer, and it runs in the background of your business, and it organizes your scheduling and your cancellations and your rescheduling and your dispatching and your jobs and your customer service information and the invoicing and the billing and all that stuff. So check it out at housecallpro.com/Angela, and then they'll take you on a little demo and they'll show you all the magic of how it works. All right, on to today's show. We have a house cleaner that called in and asked this question.
Hi, Angela. My name is Hannah, and I've recently started my own housekeeping business. I've had a few customers and even a few referrals, but I've gained a new customer that wants me to use their cleaning products. It's products that they sell through their multi-level marketing company that they're a part of. And the problem is that I don't trust these chemicals. I can't find the safety data sheets for them. The customer hasn't been able to provide me information about what they're safe to use on and what's inside of them and that kind of thing. I don't know how well they work, and I'd really rather use my own equipment and chemicals because that's what I'm used to and what I know how to clean with. The reason that they're giving me for this is that my chemicals aren't safe and green enough, and they're not approving my products. I don't have enough money to go out and buy a new caddy of products they specifically approve of that aren't part of their multi-level marketing company. So now I don't really know what to do. Do I have to lose this customer now? Can you give me some advice, please?
All right, Hannah, I'm so glad you asked this question. One of the things that I want to throw at you before we actually answer the question is that when customers come to us and they say things like, oh, you've got this winning personality and you would be the perfect person to try this out, what they're hoping from you, because they sell this product in multi-level marketing, they're hoping that you will become a spokesperson for them and that you will use this on all of your other homes, okay? Now, what they are introducing you to might be the best product on the market. You said you don't trust it because they can't provide you any information. So that right there should be like a red flag. But that said, in order to sell your products multi-level marketing, you have to jump through a bunch of hoops. It is not easy to sell your products multi-level marketing if you haven't already passed a whole bunch of tests. And there are science tests, and there are chemists tests, and there will be doctors that chime in, and there will be a lot of third-party endorsements of people who have lots of credibility that will say, I checked this product out, and it is awesome for these reasons. So what you want to ask for is, where's your social proof? Where's the third-party endorsements? And what is the likelihood of selling it online? So if you Google the product, is it popping up? What are the ratings and reviews? What are other people saying about it? Is it a viable product? How are they using it? So even if this particular salesperson that's trying to share it with you is not very good at marketing it, it might be a fantastic product. Now, that said, I want you to check with the Direct Selling Association because they are kind of a blanket organization that will kind of look behind the wheels of all these different multi-level marketing companies and say yes, yes, no, yes, and they will validate this is actually a company that should be in business. And if it's not, and it's a fly-by-night company and it's not everything it's supposed to be, they'll let you know that as well. So there's usually some kind of rating and review that they can give you, which is, yes, this is an upstanding company, or no, it's not. All right, so you asked the question, what do you do? Well, whenever anyone asks us, could you use my cleaning chemical instead of your own, we have to stop. And we have to stop our customers right there and say, oh, I would love to do that. However, I'm not trained in the products that you're giving me right now. And so before I just randomly use them on different surfaces in your home and possibly ruin something because I don't know how to use it, what I'd like to do is I would like to stop and go back to my office and I would like to look up the safety data sheet. But if this is something that they have proprietary information to, it is not available to the general public and there is no safety data sheet, that should be a red flag. Just say, hey, listen, I can't use a product if I don't have the safety data sheet because I don't know what's inside. I don't know what the pH levels are. I don't know what kinds of surfaces I can use it on. I don't know what any of the warnings are or any of the whatever. And you said it's a green product, but what does that mean? There are different rules and regulations, and how that's classified is really different. There are products that are natural, that are not healthy for us. Like, for example, tobacco. Tobacco is a natural product yet it has a death warning on the label, right? Now, we don't clean with tobacco, but my point is there are products that are natural that are not necessarily good for us, okay? So what are they saying are you using that's not good enough for them? And what do they have that is not good enough for you, right? I mean, right now there's a discrepancy, and they don't have the right information you need in order to make an educated business decision. So I would just stop right there and say, hey, listen, when you get the information, I would love to come clean your house. And if I can only clean it based on your products, I'm going to have to pass, and you'll have to find another house cleaner. And if they say, well, we will use your cleaning supplies until we're able to come up with the information, then you might be able to still keep the account. But what you need to be very clear on is you can't go clean a house with a bunch of products that you're completely unfamiliar with, because that would be irresponsible. And because they're in your quality care and control, you are in charge of whatever property damage is done, even if they give you those products. They are in your care, custody, and control. And if they are in your care, custody, and control, and you damage something, your insurance company is not going to cover it because you were in charge and you were supposed to know what it does, right? So I'm not trying to harp on you, but you have some really valid points. So what do you do in this situation? You have to come to a compromise. You have to say, listen, I need a waiver signed if I use your products that says I am not responsible for any damage at any time under any circumstance if I use this on the surfaces you gave this to me for. Are you cool with that? And have them sign something saying you are not responsible. And then if you want to use it, it's up to you. And you said you're just starting a cleaning business, so I'm assuming it's just you and you don't have other employees. I don't recommend this model if you have employees because it's not scalable. And I don't want your employees going rogue and having customers sign things that they're using that are not approved from your company, okay? So this is only if you're a solo, and only if you're working with them, and only if you're considering marketing their product to other people whose homes you also clean. Now, that said, I would like to recommend that you not multi-level market to your house cleaning customers for this reason. Most of the products are great for homeowners, but they're really not designed for commercial use. And so the prices they have to charge in order to multi-level market it on the scale is not set up for professional business, where we need to pay pennies on the dollar for a can of cleaning solution instead of dollars per ounce that you get through multi-level marketing. So it's really not set up for professional house cleaners, although there may be professional house cleaners that use those products in the privacy of their own home, or there may be homeowners that use it in the privacy of their own home between the professional house cleaning companies. And so the way the way around that you could solve with this particular customer is you could say, hey, listen, when I come, I will use my products because I'm familiar with them, I'm trained on them, I know what they do. And then when I leave, you can use your own products on your own home to maintain your house between my visits. So there's that as well. Be very careful about the multi-level marketing company because there's usually a hidden agenda behind it, but they must provide you the information that's available in order for you to do your job and do it well. All right, I hope that helps a little bit. If it does, please pass this on to a friend. If we've earned your subscription, please subscribe. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.